Welcome back, guys, to what was going to be, I think, a pretty fantastic episode. But instead, I've come across a massive problem. Like, a massive problem, which I will tell you about in a second. I was really pumped up for this episode because when I was researching the transport, the trains and the underground for to link up to Wembley, I came across the fact that the Metropolitan line is the oldest underground railway in the world. Right now, I knew that the London Underground was the oldest underground system in the world, but the Metropolitan line is actually the original line. And I spent a whole bunch of time researching it and finding out all about it and how it was built and how it developed and all the details about it. And I was going to give you this great episode, and I wasn't going to time lapse it. And I was going to, because it's not that many stations to put in, but it's got some unique challenges because it's partly underground and partly overground. But I was really, really pumped up for it. And then I spotted something, and let me show you. And this is a freaking nightmare, guys. Let's get out of free cam. Oh, okay. And now I've got an error. Oh, good. Thank you so much. Let me show you. Let's go down to Morden on the Northern Line. And you'll see that we have got a broken connection icon. And if we go a little bit further up to Collier's Wood, you'll see we've got another broken icon. And if you look up the Northern Line, we've got broken icons all the way. And, like, obviously, I was focused up here, and I suddenly spotted this. And I was like, what the hell's going on? Let's go to the transport system, and you'll see just how bad this is. So, if we go to the transport system, you'll see that all of the stations have disappeared. So, Morden's gone, and whatever this one was, and Collier's Wood, and Tooting, and Upper Tooting, and Balham, and all the way, every freaking station is gone. Bye-bye, bye-bye. All these stations that I put in, and named, and did all of that, and guess what? It's not just the Northern Line, because we come up here, that's gone. Oh, look, this one that was on the Circle Line, that's gone. There's, okay, this is gone. These stations up here, like all the stations. Basically, we go to the transport, every one of these, or almost every one of these, has disappeared. Now the guy, I went and started having a look online, and the guy who did these assets, and you can see they're still here. These were done by a guy called MTDA, I think, MTDA. And MTDA is a really good guy, right? This is not kind of his fault, but he'd seen that I'd started up the Building London series again, and so he was like, "Oh, right. Well, you know what? If Skye's going to carry on, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to update all of these assets for After Dark, and I'm going to add all the lighting to them." Guess when he did it? Yesterday. And guess what? Today, all of the stations have disappeared. And like, seriously, I'm looking at it right now, and it's every freaking line. Look, I mean, the district line down to Hammersmith, they've all gone. The district line's screwed. The central line. The district line going down here to Putney. Look at all the missing stations. It's yeah, I mean, can you hear it in my voice? Like, as if it wasn't bad enough having to replace all the trains. I mean, that has basically completely screwed the entire subway system. And, like, some of you will probably be sitting there thinking, well, just put them back in, Skye. Yeah. It means that for every one of these stations, right, I've got to go down. I've got to figure out, first of all, which station needs to go in. So, man, like, and a lot of these I don't even know. like, because there's all kinds of different versions. So let's say this should be just a straight Leslie Green to go in here. Now, if I plop that in, will that reconnect? Like, I'm pretty sure that should go there. I don't know. No, I guess it must go there. Which I guess hooks up. So at least I can put them back in without having to replace the track. And if I put all the stations in, the lines should reconnect. But, holy shit. Oh, man. That's gonna take a while. Oh, my... What? Like... Oh, all of this as well. All the Jubilee line is screwed as well. Oh, Jesus H. And you know what? Like, I came into this episode, I'd even got the proper hex codes for all of the colours of the lines and stuff. And I was going to start off with the Metropolitan line and colour the other lines, the proper colours and stuff. Oh, what about the Waterloo and City line? Did that survive? Oh my god, I think the Waterloo and City line survived. Oh my god. Unfreaking believable. One line survived. Now, the Waterloo and City line, I'm going to try and cheer myself up by modify the line. And now, the hex code for this, it's like a light blue. What is it? It is 76D0BD. 76. 76. What did I say? D0BD. D0BD, I think. Cha-ching. Yeah, there you go. Light blue. So we now have at least the Waterloo and City line correct. So, guys, like, I am not going to let this put me off. And, like, thank God that I'm so into this at the moment. Because at another time, I would have just, like, thrown my toys out of the pram and said, screw it, I'm done with this. But I'm not. But it does mean that I'm going to have to go away and put all of these goddamn stations in again. Which is not something that I want to make a video about. I'm fairly sure it's not something that you guys want to watch me do again. Because you've watched me do it already. But I'm going to have to do all of that and get all of that working again. Before I can get on to putting the transport network in for Wembley. So, yeah. So I thought I'd make this video and let you know. Well, you can hear it in my voice how kind of annoyed I am. But I can't blame the guy who's updated the asset. MDTA was trying to do this to help me out. You know, he was updating this so that it would look better. We could have London at night with all the tube stations lit up and whatever. So I don't know. I'll maybe get in touch with him. I was thinking of just doing the Metropolitan line and putting that part in this episode. The thing is, I don't want to save the game until I've talked to MDTA and figured out, is there a way to maybe fix this without me manually putting every freaking station in again? I mean, I don't know how many stations have gone missing, but it's a lot. I mean, I don't know. What are we talking? Like 40 or 50, maybe? All right, guys. So there you go. That's the state of play. There's nothing I could do about it. It is what it is. So I guess that until I can figure out what I'm going to do, the series is going to be on hold. Now that may be for a day. It may be for a few days. I don't know. In the meantime, I'll do episodes of Planet Coaster, which is maybe kind of a good thing. So I would say, it's sod's law, isn't it, guys? I'll catch you for the next one. Peace out.